In this video, we are going to take a look at some basic examples of amount of substance calculations. So, for starters, we can calculate the amount of substance N with this formula: the number of elementary entities divided by the Avogadro constant. And also, solve for the amount of particles if we know the amount of substance. But the most common way of calculating the amount of substance is with this formula, where the amount of substance is mass divided by the molar mass. We can also solve for the mass of the substance. So, now let's take a look at some exercises. A 10-gram sugar cube has approximately 1.8 times 10 to the power of 22 sucrose molecules. What is the amount of substance of the sucrose molecules? So first, let's mark the known units, and we need to solve for the amount of substance. So we can use this formula and insert the values here. We get 0.02989 moles, so 0.03 moles. So the answer is 0.03 moles. Let's look at a different example. So question A is, what is the amount of substance in a 1 kilogram bag of sucrose? So we know that the mass of the sucrose is 1 kilogram, which is 1,000 grams. To calculate the amount of substance, we can use this formula. And to do that, we need to determine the molar mass of sucrose. So we can look at the relative atomic weights of the elements that make up sucrose from the periodic table. Now we can calculate the molar mass, like this. If we now plot the mass and molar mass in this formula, we get 2.921 moles, so 2.9 moles. Now question B is, how many sucrose molecules is there in that bag? So we can now use this formula to solve for N. So we get 1.8 times 10 to the power of 24 sucrose molecules. Let's look at one more example. Candles contain stearic acid. What mass of stearic acid do you need to weigh when 0.0240 moles is required? Okay, so now we need to solve for the mass from this formula. So let's once again first calculate the molar mass of stearic acid. And now we can solve the mass. So the answer is, you need to weigh 6.83 grams of stearic acid.